Good morning and welcome to another edition of Tank Time. I just want to begin our little tour with the Newt tank. All its glory. It's come a long way since its first stages. Now I have a lot of white cloud minnows in there. Some blonde ones and some regulars and some long fin danios. There's a big mystery snail taking a little cat nap. I have a lot of ram's horn snails for cleanup. Nice big beautiful Anubias, which is putting up a new leaf. You can see it right there. There's the big female newt. I had some black worms this morning. They're happy. Also in this tank, I have to find one. Here's one. Neocaridina shrimp. There's some orange ones, and I have some cherry shrimp, and I also have a couple of very small, there's a little mono shrimp there. I have some ghost shrimps too, but they're not looking so hot. They have that Vorticella disease. There's another little orange Neocaridina. There's another one back in the Java moss. Oh, that's a little ghost shrimp. Okay. Here's another little Neocaridina shrimp and the male newt. This is Kilroy. You can see why I named him that. He's got that little, he's doing the thing. There's a Hercules snail back there. I have two varieties. I have the black and tans, and I have, there's a couple of black and tan striped ones right there. And I have some tan ones. There's one right there. They're actually reproducing. I see some little baby ones. Let's see what we got over here. Problem tank. We won't spend a lot of time here because I got to get in there and get all the algae out of there. I don't know what the deal is with this tank. This is my pea puffer tank. It just blooms and blooms and blooms. Doesn't get any more light than any of the other tanks, but there's only two little fish in here. Oh, afterwards, let's see. My frog and betta tank is looking good. There she is. She was just a little inch long, tiny little female when I got her. Now she's about 2.5 inches long. My nice, happy Anubias. Some frogs, little African dwarf frogs. Some cryptocorans. Somewhere in here, there should be a vampire shrimp. Where? I don't know. It was just a little guy when I put him in here. Too big for anybody to eat. But small enough to hide clean away. So hopefully I'll see him again one day. And over here, my biggest tank, which I've nicknamed the Beast. call it that because it is a beast on cleaning day, maintenance day. A little moon glow gourami, moonlight gourami. My big one that I had got some kind of growth, and it killed him. But my Bozeman eye rainbows are looking grand. They're huge. They eat crickets and waxworms now. They're freaking amazing. And as is my rope fish, both of them. I have this little wild type giant sailfin molly in here. I'd like to get a couple of females for him. The only caveat being is that a friend of mine got some of these, and they like to eat the scales off of other fish. I haven't seen that behavior in mine, but I don't want it in my tank, so I'm going to limit it to one. These dumb blowfish. And my butterfly fish. And over here, meet 1 million mollies. Oh, and a male limia. Limia nigrofasciata. But the exciting thing in this tank is this dude right here. There's two of them in there, actually. This is a rhino goby. There's a smaller one in there. And they just get lost in the shuffle with all these little mollies. They just really stress the tank out. There's just so many of them. The sooner I can rehome these guys, the better. Right, bumblebee? There's a bumblebee goby. Here's another one. And two more. That was my finger. That was not a fish. And somewhere in these little terracottas, Dad will be able to get in there. I can't. Are my wasp fish. And over here, and here we have in his own special little tank, the meanest fish in the whole house, the paradise gourami. There's a couple of Japanese trapdoor snails in here and a few ram's horns. This tank needs a little going over too. This is stubborn algae though. The snails like it. Try to keep the face clean, but the other three sides are pretty green. I got what's left of my hornwort in here. It's thriving in here because it's a very highlight area. I got some corkscrew Vallisnaria in there. Yeah, there's nobody in there for him to beat up anymore. Okay, and over here, my big brackish. make it interesting, throw some blackworms into the mix. There's my blenny. And we'll close out again with the large freshwater tank. I couldn't elaborate too much on my larger brackish because there was a sleeping person in that room, did not want to disturb. And it didn't look like all those fish were awake yet, but you saw some archer fish, some mollies. You got a hint of the top hat blenny, and that's about all that was awake. Oh, and the dragon goby. He was front and center. He's more of a night owl. That's about all I got today. Until next time, have a wonderful new year and stay healthy.